Let's stick with Parliament because the House is set to pass a controversial anti-LGBTQ bill after nearly 3 years of the bill being laid in the House. This was after Deputy Majority Leader Afenyo-Markin withdrew all amendments proposed. The bill was sponsored by 8 private MPs led by Ningo Prampram MP Sam George. The bill was expected to be passed last week but was blocked by the Deputy Majority Leader, who proposed several new amendments. When the House started the second consideration of the bill on Wednesday, Afenyo-Markin, who had proposed those amendments, was nowhere to be found. The minority and the Speaker interpreted this as an effort to frustrate the passage.
Truly, he was interested in moving this amendment. It was advertised that it would be taken yesterday and today. And we all agreed that yesterday that this was going to be done today. Because yesterday we were making effort to get it done. So if it's absent and we use that as an excuse that because it's not around, we should leave it, then Mr. Speaker, we are rather facilitating the frustration that are being made to frustrate the passage of this bill.
And there is an attempt by some group of people to forestall or prevent the bill being passed. And we see it as a sabotage and we see it as an intention attitude. Mr. Speaker, this morning we agreed that we were going to meet with one of the sponsors of the amendment, Honorable Deputy Majority Leader.
If the person is not there to move the motion, that is it. It's lost and we move on.
Listen to Majority Leader, who came later with a new proposal.
Permit me to brief you on an intervening action by me. Yesterday, I did indicate on the floor that I intend to engage the sponsors for us to get deeper into some consensus on the amendments I proposed, largely on non-custodial sentence for aspects of the bill. Suffice to state that, in principle, I am with them on the objects of the bill. And materially, major parts of the bill, we are adding them on sale. Mr. Speaker, I have accordingly followed up, engaged the minority leader, because yesterday the minority front bench indicated that any such engagement with the sponsors must first start with the leave of the leadership, which I felt it was right. I did indicate to him that I would write formally to him to inform him of the steps I intend taking. I also spoke to the minority chief whip and few of the sponsors. Mr. Speaker, I have since delivered the letter to the minority leader's office, and I brought in a copy, which copy is with him now. I have also delivered to your good office the original of communication to you, indicating the steps I believe if we take as a House, we will be able to deal with these minor parts of the bill. Again, Mr. Speaker, the Attorney General is also in receipt of my letter. And basically, I have indicated that it will be proper for him to sit with us, especially as the non-custodial sentencing regime being introduced by them is founded in my amendment. It's better we have a fuller perspective. Mr. Speaker, I need to emphasize respectfully that no attempt whatsoever is being made by me to stall this all-important bill. By way of emphasis, I have proposed in the letter that the 2 flag bearers for the 2024 elections be engaged by the sponsors and my good self.
The Speaker then gave his ruling.
you are taking advantage of my grace by abusing the practice and procedure of this House. There must always be a rule to go by. We are not at the referral of the bill to a committee for consideration. We passed that. We've done the second reading, gone through all the principles and policies. We've done the consideration stage. Now, you called on the House to do second consideration stage on some clauses of the bill. We now cannot go back to stakeholder engagements and all those things. There is no such rule in our practice. So you are completely out of order. Please, actions speak louder than words. Take note of that. Actions speak louder than words. It's not a matter of just getting out and saying, I'm not opposed to the bill. I'm in complete support of the bill. Meanwhile, your actions are speaking differently from the words you are using. Please, this House must continue to consider and do what it is authorized to do. After that, anybody else can decide on what to do. I can no longer extend this grace for a delay in the processing of this bill. We must move on. Clause 6